I was out with my friends, and it was just three of us, and I think it was St. Patrick's Day, so it was kind of wild. They ended up like going off on their own, and I was just stuck in the corner of this bar like alone. My girlfriend wasn't with me at the time. So I took that feeling and applied it to the loneliness that you feel when you're missing somebody or you want them back and you're still single. And like when I was in that space, I used to just go on a lot of walks and go on a lot of drives, and so that's where the slow drives came, because during those times, your mind just starts racing and you yearn for those really great times, but sometimes you also forget about the not so great times.
Slow drives, city lights, I need one more night.
So this thing is like 110% above the piano chords, and I wanted to feel happy but also kind of bittersweet. So it starts on C major, and then it goes to E. It's like an E major sharp 5 add 6. So using diatonic harmony, this should be a minor chord, not a major chord. But when you add the major chord in there, it gives you that kind of like tension, or that, you know, that bittersweet tension feeling that I was going for. And then it resolved to this A minor, and then it goes down to like an F major, but you know, I added like a 7 on it and sometimes an 11 when I was playing, and then this E again, right there, that chord, ooh, right there. That was really the driving force behind the song. So once I had the chords, I really knew what I wanted to do, and I like wrote the lyrics to the chords and everything like that. So it was just a matter of producing it after that. That intro sound right there, that's like one of my favorite sounds. So that was me in the booth singing, ah, just like really hard into the mic, and then I put some auto-tune on it and some delay, and it turned into this. And I used to go to the record store every day and pick $1 record out of the dollar bin and then make myself flip it. So I developed all these techniques, and so I try to apply that to these vocals. You know, another one of my favorite ones in here was this kind of ending of the bridge. So I originally started with this vocal that was just ooh, 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 ooh. You can tell right now I could like barely hit it, but sometimes I feel like my limitation in singing actually pushes me outside of the box when I use some of these effects. Like if I was Adele and I could hit everything, I would not dare to touch like an auto-tune or anything like that in a mix. So like auto-tuned it really hard. I did some like stereo kind of delay on it to give it this wider pan. And then I put this thing from Goodhertz, it's called Trem Control on it, and it basically modulates the volume of it. And so you can hear it here, it makes it like bounce really interestingly, and that kind of took the place of like a bass or like a kick drum in this section. So this is what it is without any of the music around it after the effects. It gives it that rhythm in that section, and then this is the whole thing together. I had the whole thing recorded and mostly mixed, and I just wasn't happy with the second and third chorus. Like they didn't build enough, they didn't feel different enough. So I went back into the booth and just recorded some harmonies. And so without the harmonies on it, it sounds like this.
Slow drives, city lights, I need one more night with you.
And then the harmonies, you know, they play off each other. It's kind of like counterpoint. Where, you know, when one goes up, the other one goes down. So this is what it ended up totally being.
Slow drives, city lights, I need one more night with you. Old times on my mind, I need one more night with you.
And once that was done, it was just finishing up the mix and making sure all the levels are right and making sure those harmonies really pop. And that is slow drives.
One more night with you.